my beautiful, beautiful diamonds. SheilaTruelove here with you. I don't know if you know how much I love, love, love Kirk Franklin. I love him so much. I respect him. I admire him. And I know he was going through some issues with his son or with his children, as all parents do. It's no easy task. In fact, I think we all know that being a parent is the hardest job in the freaking world. That's why you have a lot of people failing at it. But it's a hard job. But at least he's a dad who's there. He tries to step up and be there for his children. And now we have someone who asked him, what is your take on 50-50? What do you think about 50-50? And this is how he is totally so cute, for real. He got an amazing wife, too. His wife sticks by his side. She's awesome. And may Jehovah, through Jesus Christ, bless that marriage. I love this couple. Yeah, this is his take on it. And when they asked him, so how do you feel about 50-50? He's like, what's that? What is that? He's like, what? Here you go.
What are your thoughts on 50-50 relationships?
What does that mean? 50-50 relationships?
You pay half, I pay half.
I'm old school.
See, that's me.
I'm old school. I'm going to pay for everything.
Oh, but hold on. If you pay for everything, are you expecting old school values in a new school woman? Because that's not how they're wired.
But they can be. I think that every woman would be grateful for a man to step up and take leadership in the right way. The problem is the lack of love, compassion, and the lack of still having a voice in your significant other is the thing that we as men fail at. It's because there is this authoritarian mindset that we also have, that if I'm contributing and leading everything, that I contribute and lead everything.
Right.
But there should be an equal voice and an opinion and view that we must consider, that we must acquiesce to at times, because there's a wisdom and a knowledge that a woman brings to the table that we benefit from.
Okay. What are your thoughts on 50-50 relationships?
What does that mean? 50-50 relationship.
I found that to be like so endearing and so cute of him. He's like, what is that? He made me laugh early this morning. I like the way that he says, that we have to understand that a woman still have a say-so, because I just recently spoke to someone, or I was reading and then I spoke with the person, because, I'm an advice coach, and the husband feels that just because he pays for everything, that justifies him doing whatever he wants to do, because that gives him the right to do whatever he wants to do, because he's paying for everything. And that's what the woman was saying to me. And then I listened to some men who they feel the same way. This is my house. This is my this is my, whatever, child. And with Kirk Franklin, if I were to meet a man like that, and if I was still interested in the marriage relationship thing, no. We're definitely going to have to talk about that, sweetheart. I am a 50-50 type of girl, and I also believe that you should be doing 50-50 of the housework, the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry. I'm not picking up behind a grown man. You're grown. I'm not your mama, and you're not my father. Your responsibility when it comes to financial, it's not to take care of me. It's to take care of your children. We need to take all that money, and we need to invest it in our children. And that's just my take on it. Hopefully we will come to an agreement, because I'm sure he probably wants me to be comfortable. You want me to be happy. And I'm never happy ever in life. I'm never comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable with you paying for everything. How does that sit with you? Because if that's a deal breaker for you, then we're going to have to be friends. And that's just where I'm at. Because people say a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Kirk Franklin is not being honest. I love him. I really love him, admire him, respect him. He's one of the ones that I put up there. Yeah, he's mad cool. And he doesn't do, he's a traditional type of guy. I don't like that word traditional, because traditionally, we saw what traditional women had to put up with. I think I shared that with you, where the woman was speaking about how she did the cooking, the cleaning, the man was abusive to her, and she stayed because, according to the Bible, you're not supposed to get a divorce. And she's traditional. But she woke up from that real quick. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. But you have a lot of people who feel, like they want to do this, whatever. And I do agree that he is supposed to provide spiritually. And from what I see, from what I know of Kirk Franklin, because we can never be too sure, and he is an imperfect person, just like all of us. He's capable of being fallible and falling short. He's already on Jesus' team. His music is awesome. I'm sure he goes to church and he studies the Bible with his family. I'm sure he has, I don't think he's living a satanic lifestyle. I think he lives a Christian lifestyle. I'm guessing at this, of course. But for now, I haven't seen him in anything that's hanging out at P. Diddy's house. Whatever. I don't want to even go into P. Diddy because I don't know P. Diddy. I don't know his life. I don't know all of that. Whatever happened with him and Cassie and all that nonsense. I'm not Jehovah God and I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not sitting in judgment of nobody, especially when I don't know the whole story. I don't know everything, and I'm not here to judge. To me, judgment means you say someone should be put to death for this. That's a judgment. I make observations, never judgments. But in terms of my beautiful man here and his amazing wife and his family, all due respect to his wife, absolutely. And his family, I love him. That goes without saying.
You pay half, I pay half.
I'm old school.
See, that's me.
I'm old school. I'm going to pay for everything.
But hold on, if you pay for everything, are you expecting old school values in a new school woman? Because that's not how they're wired.
But they can be. I think that every woman would be grateful for a man to step up and take leadership.
I agree with that 100%, to take leadership, spiritual leadership. But I also can see in him that he understands what Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21 says, to submit to one another. Because when you listen to him further, he believes that she should have a say-so. Women have a lot of wisdom. We should follow. He understands that. You don't see too many men who's going to quote Ephesians 5:21. They never do. They want to quote Ephesians where it says women are supposed to submit to a man. I'm sure he's well aware, this amazing human being, as far as I'm concerned, that, he has his head, which is Christ. He knows what's up. That goes without saying. He already knows what's up.
In the right way. The problem is the lack of love, compassion, and the lack of still having a voice in your significant other is the thing that we as men fail at. It's because there is this authoritarian mindset that we also have, that if I'm contributing and leading everything, that I contribute and lead everything.
Right.
But there should be an equal voice and an opinion and view that we must consider, that we must acquiesce to at times, because there's a wisdom and a knowledge that a woman brings to the table that we benefit from.
What do you...
Absolutely. Ephesians 5:21. Submitting to each other. I recall a time in the Bible where even God spoke to Abraham and said, listen to your wife, Sarah. In other words, put a sock in it, Abraham, and listen to your wife. Submit. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Oh, wait, but don't forget the opposite of, if you find a man who don't submit, he's abusive. You don't need none of that. You don't need drama. I'm a part of the 4B movement, as you know. I say it all the time because I'm so proud. We love men. We have them as friends, and we enjoy their company and all the above. We just don't date them romantically. We don't have sex with them. We don't marry them. And we damn sure are not going to let them use our womb. But I love men. I do. Frankly, I love them. I love them. David, Joyce Meyer's husband. I love him. Priscilla Shire's husband. I love him. I don't hate men. I can't stand broken little boys. I can't be so bothered with dudes that don't know their, demons and dusties. I can't be so bothered with that. But when it comes to men, they are awesome when they are living a Christian lifestyle and they're on Jehovah and Jesus Christ team. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.